catch and cook. They add a splash of red. That's a beauty. Zombie apocalypse or something? They're just showing off. Active fish in your aquarium. 3 beautiful babies. This will protect it. Oh, that's all you get. 17 inches? It's just sexy. I would never eat my pet.
Hoʻomalu, Hana Hui A Maui. Aloha,
my ohana. It is your boy back with another aquatic adventure. Now, if you're new to the channel, we talk about everything in the aquarium hobby, and your boy is at one of his favorite local fish stores. I'm in Citrus Heights, California, actually 8201 to be specific. 10,000 square feet of paradise. Aquarium and Reptile Depot. Now, Aquarium and Reptile Depot is really unique. Not only do they have awesome freshwater fish, but they also carry saltwater fish and an entire reptile section, which is super cool. They carry everything from monster fish to little tiny nano fish to snakes, turtles, frogs, lizards, geckos, chameleons. I mean, the list goes on and on. They have everything for your aquascape needs. But not only that though, they have the best customer service in town. I suggest you guys come out if you're ever in Sacramento. Come check out my boys, Jason and Jeff, and the entire staff here at Aquarium and Reptile Depot. Now, with all that being said, there's a reason why we're here. Gosh, I'm always interested in the stock here. Oh, check out these, big clown loaches. These ones are a lot bigger. Now, this is a slow-growing fish. Absolutely love these guys. They are definitely a schooling fish. As you can see the size compared to this one, and then you got these little guys right next door. But these here are nice size. Oh, look at this beautiful SRD. This is a super red dragon flower horn with some aluminum catfish in the background. Look at those. Oh, those are really cool catfish, huh? This one here, though, he's a beaut. If you guys are interested in this beauty, he's going for $159. Look at that cock on his head, huh? Whoa, check these out. They have red jewel cichlids. These cichlids are absolutely gorgeous. They add a splash of red to any aquarium. But not only that though, be careful, okay, because they are territorial and they are a cichlid, which means they can be a little rowdy in the aquarium, but these guys are absolutely gorgeous. You know what else they have? They have Turkana jewel cichlids. You want to see the difference between a red jewel cichlid and a Turkana jewel cichlid? Let's go check out the Turkana. And here is the Turkana jewel cichlid. This cichlid here is from Africa. Yes, this is an African cichlid. I actually have like 7 or 8 of these in my 6-foot aquarium, but if you want a splash of beautiful red in your aquarium, I highly suggest, the Turkana jewel cichlid. You can see there's a significant difference between the red jewel cichlid and the Turkana jewel cichlid. Now these Turkana jewel cichlids, they don't get very big. They get probably max around 3 inches. I got a couple big boys in my 6-foot aquarium. As long as you have a lot of room in your aquarium, they will do just fine. They are a little territorial, but like I said, as long as you have a lot of room, they'll be fine. You don't see these too often in a smaller size. Look at, they have a red devil cichlid. Hey, what's up, bud? Oh yeah, you're pretty. When I say little, he's probably about 5.5 inches. Nice pose, buddy. That way we can see ya. And he's here with some leopard hybrid catfish. Man, the last time I was here, these things have grown. Yeah, these are pretty, right? Hybrid leopard catfish. Look at this one here, just hanging out. They look like a splash of like shovel nose catfish, right? Still a really cool looking catfish. A nice, beautiful albino arowana. That's a beauty. I see a little yellow in this one too. If you want an arowana with a little bit of color, I suggest the albino arowana. $199.99. That's a 2-bill spot, but look at him. The dragonfish. Look at him, huh? Beautiful. Trapdoor mouth. I love the color. If I had room for this guy, I would totally pick him up right now. Stay tuned. I promise you I will get one of these in the tank in Tiki Lounge. Okay, if you guys want a really cool active fish in your aquarium, I highly suggest the Picus catfish. These fish are absolutely cool. They go crazy. They're always swimming. They're extremely active. They keep the bottom of your aquarium clean, that's for sure. And they really love to school with others. So if you have enough room for like 2 or 3 of these bad boys, let them go crazy in the aquarium. Bottom feeding fish. So they'll pick up all the scraps that sink down to the bottom. But as you can see, they're in an aquarium with a bunch of blood parrots. So as you can see, you got blood parrots that are mid to top swimming. Look at these guys are jockeying right here. Look at them. Anyways, you got mid to top swimming fish here, and then you got a bottom feeding fish here. Nice combination in this little aquarium here. Come on by and pick up some Pitkas catfish. Oh, I love these guys. And you can never go wrong with all of the African cichlids that they have here. They have an entire row. I call this African cichlid row, devoted to the African cichlids. Some beauties. And then on the other side are majority of Mbuna. So they have a side with peacocks and haps, one side with Mbuna, but they also have, like, check out these here. We got Tropheus in here too as well. Frontosa, a combination. Lily lupi right here. Those are those yellow ones right there. So they have a really nice collection of African cichlids. Big selection of plants too. Oh, check these out, guys. I absolutely love these. Speaking of plants, this product here is made by Aquarium Co-op. These are little planters. So you plant your plant right in this little hole here, and you bury this into your substrate or put it down at the bottom. It's weighted so it'll keep your plant down. But not only that though, it's actually to protect your plant from fish that actually can tear your roots of your plants up. So this will protect it, which is really cool. I love these things. Look at your plant stays healthy. Roots can actually go down into the substrate without being, rooted up by the fish, because there are a bunch of fish that will do that to your plants. Speaking of Aquarium Co-op, they are a retail partner with them, so they carry a lot of Aquarium Co-op products like the one I just showed you. So big shout out to Corey, big shout out to my boys Zenzo, Matt Gray, the entire staff. All right, all my discus lovers, check out the discus. They have a nice stock of discus. Look at them. Ooh, pretty colors, super healthy. Look at them, they look great, right? They also have a pair of discus in this 20-gallon tank here. These two here, absolute stunners. If you want discus, I suggest you guys get this pair. This pair, I don't know if they're a breeding pair, but they are absolutely gorgeous. Look at them. The colors, oh man. I think I like that one better. Look at the colors in this one. Ooh, these guys are just flexing for you. I love fish that cooperate, don't you? Look at them. They're just showing off. Wow, look how pretty these gold gouramis are. I'm not a big gourami guy, but like when they're like an all species aquarium like this and you got like, I don't know, 20 of them in an aquarium, they look so pretty. Look at them. Beautiful gold gouramis here at Aquarium and Reptile Depot. And this fish is only $6.99. Nice size, they're about 3.5 inches. Some beauties. If you want a gourami that's a little smaller, they have the dwarf gouramis too, which have a little color. They have blue and red. But yeah, these are really cool. They're a lot smaller than the gold gouramis. And then of course, if you want something a little bigger in the gourami category, giant red tail gourami. Now, you may look at this fish and go, it doesn't look that big. Yeah, it's not that big right now. This fish right here is probably about 7 inches. And if you want to see what one looks like, full size, a giant gourami, I'll show you. In their monster tank in the front of the store, they have this beautiful, ginormous, giant gourami. Yeah, that beast there is probably about, and I'm not even lying with you, probably about 17 inches. It is a monster gourami. They've had this gourami here for a while. As you can see, as I zoom out, you got this beautiful arowana. That arowana is probably almost 2 feet, or right around on the 24 inches. And then you can see the giant gourami. So here at Aquarium and Reptile Depot, they have all levels of gourami. They have the dwarf gourami, the kind of standard gold gourami, giant gourami, and then full-size adult giant gourami. Oh, here we go. One of my favorite aquariums here at Aquarium and Reptile Depot. I highly suggest you guys check out this aquarium. This is the Fluval Sienna. I always showcase this aquarium because it's so attractive to me. Well, it's just sexy. Let's just be honest. Look at the fancy goldfish. The water's so pristine and clean and clear, and they have some loaches here. They have, looks like they have pleco here in the back here. It looks like an albino bushy nose, but absolutely beautiful aquarium. Well, like I said earlier, this is sort of like your one-stop shop. They got everything that you need for your aquarium and reptile needs, but not only that, let's pick up what we actually came here for, okay? This is not gonna be a video where we're gonna end it here in the store. We're gonna go back home, we're gonna do the reveal, and I'm gonna show you guys what we got and do a species spotlight on this fish. I'm looking at them, they're right over here, okay? Whoop. Oh, that's all you get. So we're gonna go ahead and teleport back home in 3, 2, 1, Hawaiian punch out. Here we go. Whew, just like that, we are back home. Now, I'm so excited to get into this because there are so many interesting facts about this fish that I want to talk to you guys about, all right? So without further ado, let me flip this camera around and let's go over these 3 beautiful babies that we're going to introduce to Tiki Falls 4.0, and there's a reason why, all right? Check it out. Here they are. These are the infamous Chinese high-fin banded sharks. These things are awesome. They're actually originally from the Yangtze River Basin in China, which is the longest river in China, but not only that though, the 3rd longest in the world. The Yangtze River is no joke. Now they do call them high-fin banded sharks. They are not a type of shark, nor are they even related to the shark. They're more related to like the loach. I can stick my hand in here and they are not gonna bite me. They do not have teeth. And I think they call them sharks just because of that high fin that they have. Super friendly, docile fish. They're really cool because they get along with koi fish. They go through a really strange change. So they will lose those bands on their bodies and that high fin. They get to be like a burgundy and like a dark brown color. They get really big too. I'm talking like 3 feet plus. They can be an aquarium, but that aquarium better be about 1,000 gallons. They're super important to a pond because they will take care of the algae. They're like major grazers like sheep and goat. They will take care of algae in ponds. They will eat food that'll settle at the bottom, so they're like a cleanup crew at the bottom. They're almost like a pleco, but for ponds. They'll eat insects, crustaceans, and like I said, food particles. And of course, algae. Algae is huge in their diet. They're really good with water temperature. They are very suitable for ponds because they can handle all different types of water temperatures, including freezing. Not only that though, they add a variety in your pond, you know, something a little different than just koi fish or goldfish. So they will give you an option in your pond. Not only are they great ornamental wise for the hobby, but they are a huge source of food. There'll be a time where they cannot get any high-fin banded sharks. The priority on breeding these is food first, then ornamental second. From what I hear, they're really delicious fish. Would I try one? Nah, possibly I'd try one, but it's funny because sometimes they're in season and you can find them everywhere, and then all of a sudden they'll disappear and you're like, hey, are you gonna get any high-fin banded sharks? And it's like out of season because they're sold for food first, ornamental for the hobby second. There's a lot of people out there that have huge ponds and stock them with tilapia, perch, catfish, and even bass as a source for food. It's sort of like growing crops, you know? You got vegetables and fruits. A lot of people will stock ponds with food and have it as a backup and a source of, I guess you could say, emergency food, or they'll live right out of their pond, which is kind of cool. These guys live to be a pretty old age, up to 25 years old. Now, like I said, they get really big. These here are about 3 inches. I want to show you one that I've had, man, for quite some time. Now, look how pretty my high-fin banded shark is. I don't even know how old he is. He might be a year old. I had 2 a long time ago. One of them died. This one made it. And look how pretty. He's actually turning into that burgundy kind of brown color. He still has his high fin, and he also still has his bands. But watch, I'm gonna put him in with these smaller ones and you can see the size difference. You can see how big he is compared to the 2 smaller ones that I have. So I have a total of 3 Chinese high-fin banded sharks that we're gonna add to Tiki Falls 4.0 to help with algae. Now look at these fish really good, okay? We will timestamp them, take a note, because when we see these fish again, they may look totally different. Look at them. Isn't this big one beautiful? I've had him for a while. He's so healthy, and he's helped keep the algae down in the above ground pond here. And now he's gonna have a much bigger home with Tiki Falls 4.0. Now, before I add anything into Tiki Falls 4.0, I like to do the MINN fin dip. Well, I'll take some of the pond water in the above ground pond. I will add MINN fin. MINN fin will treat fungus, bacteria, parasites, add it to my water, And then what I'll do is get my portable aerator, and then we're gonna aerate the water. And then you would stick your desired fish in there. In this case, it's gonna be the high fin banded sharks. I treat all my koi fish with MINN fin, tropical fish. We add them to the tote, and then we wait for 1 hour. We set our timer for 1 hour. This is the MINN fin dip. It just keeps that little extra safe security for your fish. So let's go ahead and move them. We're gonna just take this whole bowl and move them right over to Tiki Falls 4.0. Now we're gonna take them right over to the shallow end here, right off the stairs, so we can actually watch them, hopefully swim off instead of letting them go in the deep end and watching them disappear. Hopefully we can kind of see them swim off. So here we go, guys. Enjoy your new home. It is going to be crazy. They are a schooling fish, so if you do happen to get them, I would suggest getting 3 or more. But you got this big one right here settling in. The smaller ones are right down there. Ton of algae for them to graze on in here, as well as small particles and insects that float down to the bottom. But here they are hanging out, getting used to their new home. That's pretty wild, huh? Zoom up on these guys here. Look at them. It's crazy. Look at this guy. He's so pretty. Well, there you go. We added 3 beautiful Chinese high fin banded sharks to Tiki Falls 4.0 to help with the algae. But not only that though, I'm actually raising a source of food later on. If there's like a zombie apocalypse or something, I'll have some food. I have water here. I'll have food in the pond, and maybe they'll get big enough and maybe we'll do a catch and cook. I am just kidding. I would never eat my pets, okay? Those are my babies, and I can't wait to see them grow. Hope you guys learned a little something about the Chinese high fin banded shark. I know I did. Interesting facts on that fish, right? Super unique, super cool. Big shout out to the boys over at Aquarium and Reptile Depot. Jason, Jeff, the entire staff. I really appreciate you guys. Go check them out. Links down in the description. Go follow them on Instagram and on YouTube. Take care, Ohana. I'll see you guys on the next video. Much love and aloha.
Hana Hui A Maui.